Okay, we'll get straight into it. Um, I noticed there's a bit of a trend going on when I do these streams. I tend to do these streams later, unplanned. These just are not unplanned. It hops into my head, and you know, that's what it is. It just hops into my head, and we're doing a stream. But I've been on a couple channels, and you know, pretty much seen the news as of Monday or Tuesday for me because my day ahead. And Wilder's won the arbitration. And for me, this is good news. I feel that the time it's taken has had everyone guessing for what's happening, and I'm glad. It's finally over, and now I can just, as well as others, straight up just see what is going on with this fight and the outcome in the end. Because this trilogy for me, this is it. This is the chapter. um I just want to show this in the background, just for a little bit of I guess ambience or whatever. But Wilder put out a video today of him training up here. He put this on his social media, and you can see he picked up this timber. It almost looks like stone, and he is just grinding away, working his strength. And this is where that country strength in the South, in Alabama, that's where it comes into play. I mean, he's looking big, but he's looking his usual self. I mean, the guy, um, you know, he just means business. That's what it looks like to me. I mean, him doing this old school type of training, and people are saying it brings back Rocky vibes. I don't think it does. I think it's just his way of doing it. This reminds me of what they do in Ghana and in Senegal and Africa, where they just get some iron and some logs and they just lift weights, man. They just have their own gym outside. And he did that lift with them 15 times, which was pretty impressive. And then here you've got Malik Scott with him. This is the third clip, I think, because the first one was inside, the other one was in their gym. And now we see that Malik was working the pads here with Deontay, and it's good. They're getting that Alabama sunshine. Um, they're working movement, working feints. And I'm sure there's so much more that they're going through. But for me, this the clip here of Wilder, lifting this lug. I mean, he looks so strong doing this. I mean, I wonder if he thought of this or someone told him to do it. I don't have the volume up on it, but you can see him grimacing, and he was shouting and yelling as he was lifting this. Like, could you imagine just feeling the power and the strength from him? It's something else. And Wilder seems like there's been a fire lit under him. If anything, it appears that the training in itself has picked up. Not that it was bad before, just that it was more so, not as thorough or as diverse as it is now. Um, this is just this reminds me of the Senegal wrestlers, how they train. Um, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm wondering how much time Malik Scott is going to end up with this as well. In terms of just picking the log up and everything. I wonder what he thinks of it. If anything, this is the biggest fight of the year. Um, it's really good to see him back in the mix and really going for his greatness. But with the news of the arbitration, it also appears that Anthony Joshua is not happy. And look, I can understand. Excuse me. I can understand because you know Anthony Joshua has been waiting all this time. He's been waiting. Sorry, just had to do something there. Anthony Joshua has just, you know, he's very naive when it's come to this. I mean, for him to even think that this was going to be a possibility, I'm just not sure. I mean, you know, I'm not, I was never sold on it. I wasn't one of those followers that just saw the Fury fight being a possibility. But um, I know people might watch this back and everything and might not even turn up, but I'm doing this anyway. So this is what Joshua said. He said, "I'm thinking about starting a GoFundMe page to raise money for Wilder step aside payment. 20 million pounds. Now, if I'm not mistaken, 20 million pounds is, what is that? 40 million? Let me look it up. So I can smoke that fat guy with skinny legs from Manchester. Laughing emoji. These heavyweights need a podcast or something because they do more talking than fighting. That's what I can. Oh, there's a microphone at the bottom there as well. That's funny hearing him say that. And I opened my Twitter up this day. See, it was weird, like seeing it come from him because I'm having something to drink, so that's why I'm pausing. But it's funny to see him say this today because it's like you don't see him come out with this as much. But he said, Tyson Fury, the world now sees you for the fraud you are. You've let boxing down. You lied to the fans and led them on. Use my name for clout, not a fight. Bring me any championship fighter who can handle their business correctly. It's funny, dude, when he gets angry. It's so funny. So that's what he said. I'm letting this, and credit to IFL, for actually putting it up. So then Fury sees this and he says, Anthony Joshua, you're more spelling, more full of shit than that, Eddie. This guy can't even write. Spouting absolute shite. You're again, full team knew there was an arbitration going on. It was out of my hands. Oh man. But I tell you what, if I'm a fraud, let's fight this weekend, bare knuckles till one man quits. Let's put up 20 mil each and then the middle finger emojis twice. Yeah, that is what Fury would say. That's not far-fetched, really, in his mind anyway. I believe there is more. So he said that. And then he said, if there was an arbitration going on, why announce to the world we are fighting? The fight was signed, undisputed. I think he meant here either that Joshua signed something and Fury didn't because of arbitration, or he's saying the fight was signed undisputed. like as a way to just say, oh, like that's an example of what you said, you know. Bare knuckle, you're a good kid. Don't play with me, Luke, or slap your bald head, and you'll do nothing. Waste, man. I love when he says that because that when he says that, you know he's got Joshua's like pissed, you know, time wasting, man. Um, not going into the details online. You slap me about will you Dossa? Please come and try bum. I'm waiting. Femi aka Bottle Job 24/7 365 ready. I'll smoke water first, then you will get yours as well. And then hashtag Gypsy King. Um yeah. I think Joshua won this exchange. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you know, like that to me was I think the advantage goes to Joshua there. He's pissed, dude, and rightfully so. But again, he should have paid more attention to these things because the way I see it is that you can't just be naive and just believe what your team says around you because really well and truly it's like, dude, you knew there was an arbitration, so you knew that result would have that effect. You knew that he, you know, could potentially not fight you if it didn't go his way. If it did go his way, however, then it could. Again, this is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm not I'm not here to spout BS. I mean, um, we got Sean Porter here. Freaking making videos on this shit. Um, oh yeah, I remember. That's what it was. The video that Joshua put out. I mean, look, man. At the end of the day, this is ridiculous. How I think for people to react and be surprised is a little bit, is a little bit naive. Um, and I'm just looking through some videos that people put up. I mean, I don't even go to many channels, but like, you know, look, in my opinion, thought that Wilder would win the arbitration and this Fury Joshua fight wouldn't happen. I just don't understand the whole thing about it. It's like, you know, how are you going to sit here and believe for all these, like, not even months, dude, like over a year? You know what I mean? Like well over a year. And this is the price to pay, man. I mean, you can't be naive to this stuff. Um, for look, when something isn't signed, okay, um, and pretty much delivered as a legit thing, you can't exactly shout that something's for certain. Yeah. And I even saw BoxRec put some stuff up, and that was um some other stuff there. But I'm just gonna put a video up of Usyk now because um that is who Joshua may be fighting next. And see, unlike many other people, I like this fight. This fight is better than the Pulev fight. And in fact, this fight is better than a lot of Joshua's fights. This will be probably a top 3 win for Joshua, in my opinion. Now, you will see me talk about Usyk not in the best manner, and for good reason. I don't think he's special. Okay, I don't think he's special, but he knows how to box. Okay, he knows how to box. He's a pretty mentally, driven person. Um, he's quick-witted. He has a good movement. Now, I think that Joshua beats him. Okay, and I don't think it's a hard fight for Joshua, but I will say this: my assessment of it before is so 90% chance of Joshua winning. It's probably gone down to like a 75 or 70% chance because I heard that Usyk's put on some pounds. Like I said, for me, his movement is good when he's on point. I thought against Chisora, his movement wasn't the best. The same with Chaz Witherspoon. Um, I'm not one of those people that hype up Usyk as the next great thing, but like I said, this is a good fight because it's going to be interesting to see how the technique of Usyk will stand up to Joshua's own technique and power. Because remember, Joshua, he can box, okay, but if Joshua boxes like how he did against Pulev, he will lose, and he will lose badly. Remember, Joshua's now punching down on a target. He will be having to punch it down. Um, we have yet to see Joshua in the ring with someone that will take the back foot. Okay, will go around, circle, use lateral movement, throw those feints. Because if you look at the styles, right, Dillian White was brawling. Martin, that was early blowout. Brazil's a punching bag. Molina, that was, easy work that. Um, and yes, he did go on the back foot, but that was entirely different. Vladimir Klitschko could box, but he aimed to take the middle of the ring. Klitschko didn't, in my opinion, throw many jabs in that fight either. Takam, late notice, I did notice in that fight that Takam was moving quite well in some spurts, and I thought he made Joshua miss with a lot of jabs and a lot of hooks, especially right hooks. I mean, Usyk, for him to be this fluid, in the orthodox stance as well, it's good. I appreciate Usyk's technique. I appreciate his grind to the game. Um, I appreciate that. And I really like his amateur background as well. I think he's good for the sport. You know, um, I don't know if it's going to be enough from Usyk. Like I said, if Joshua, in my opinion, is aggressive and uses his advantages physically, he'll win. And it would be an easy night for him. But if it's a boxing match at long range, if Usyk can negate that, in my opinion, he'll win because, Joshua hesitates and he sits idle when guys throw certain feints at him. Not all the time, but a fair amount of it. And, it's a good fight. I like this fight. And again, people want to shit on Fury or Wilder and say, oh, the fight we want to see is, Fury Joshua. Well, that's an opinion and they're entitled to it. But at the end of the day, this is a good fight. I like this fight. And if Joshua wins, see, I'll be happy with that. I personally will be impressed. This is a good fight. And like I said, this fight could end early. Joshua could come out there for 3 rounds and just iron him out because that can happen, and there's a pretty moderate probability of that. But like I said, Usyk is seasoned. Like I think Usyk beats Dillian White. Do you understand? And in fact, I think Usyk has more trouble with guys that are aggressive and cut off the ring than guys that box at that long range. Because like I said, Usyk's got to close that distance, but we're not dealing with a Lomachenko here. You know what I mean? Like people want to say, oh, he's the heavyweight Lomachenko. No. Usyk is different mentally. And their styles aren't really the same either. I hear people say that they don't have the same style. This is a good fight. I feel that this should be either in Saudi. I think Eddie should salvage that and say, look, we can't get Fury because of his arbitration, so let's get um you know Usyk in Saudi Arabia and do it there, or we could get maybe a UK fight. Depending on the sports over there. Um, I don't know, something like you know 10,000 people or whatever. Because I heard in the UK COVID is really bad, so I'm thinking Joshua Usyk can be in a place where it's got a good crowd. Because, like I said, if that fight happened in where do we think? If that fight happened in I'm trying to think. Wembley. That's it. Wembley's the name. Um, you know what I mean? That's something to talk about. But I like this Usyk fight, man. It's good. Usyk's actually older than Joshua, you know, which is surprising. Usyk seems pretty youthful to me. Um, just with his personality and everything. But man, like it's a good one. I'm just trying to see where it said he was 230 pounds. Yeah, 4 weeks ago, he contacted the WBO. Man, I'm just watching some sparring footage of his. He's not a small guy. He's not tiny like some other guys. Like I think he beats Dillian White. You know what I mean? I think he like has an easy time with Dillian White, and that's probably why you don't hear Dillian White speak his name, because he knows that. Look, dude, anyone that is a seasoned boxer, okay, is gonna be able to get his offense off against guys that just swing for the fences. You know what I mean? Um, so Usyk is 18-0 with 13 KOs. So Igis Klimas is the manager. The promoter is Alexander Krasuk. Let me just see. I want to see who the tall guys that Usyk has fought, because um if you look at Hunter was 6'2". I'm just trying to figure out who the tall guys. Glowacki. I'm trying to think. You see, he hasn't had many fights either. I'm just trying to see if there's any other names that are tall. Any other taller names? 6'2", Marco Huck. I want to know how, because the Joyce fight's okay, but yeah, the guy that was 6'3". I mean, 6'4.5". Okay, a little bit taller. Let me see. I just want to see how the guy fights taller people. I see guys around his size, but I'm just wondering. Um, I want to see this fight, because 6'3" and 6'4.5". That's kind of like around the same margin anyway. You know, Joshua's 6'6" with an 82-inch reach. Usyk's got that nice what is it, the 78-inch reach. So I'm not. It's just, if he can negate the physical, he can win. And Joshua's got that power. Joshua's quick for a big man. In the right positions. And like I said, looking back in 2014, maybe I'm kind of, you know, I don't know. I'm just looking at the fight now. They look the same size, man. I mean, Oh my god, he fought someone that was 5'11". It's crazy. I'm just trying to look through, like, who is a tall. I mean, Glowaki's like the same height, 6'2", 6'3", And remember, these are cruiserweights. I mean, I think like Tony Bellew and a couple others are there with it. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of South Africans he fought as well. Let me see. He fought a Cuban guy as well. There you go. That's another 5'11" guy. Man, they got some small guys at cruiserweight, that's for sure. But like I said, I'm glad with that fight. I think that. Oh, I think that's what they did. The WBO, they sent a letter to Joshua saying that he needed to take action. I'm going to pull it up on the screen now. It's on their website. Let me see this. It's in the news. Show cause notice. Let me just pull this thing up. Hold on a minute. All right, here it is. Hold on a minute. Far out. Man, these computers are freaking difficult sometimes. All right, here we go. Okay, here we are with it. I'm going to share screen. So, let me just see. Yep. You can see that. So, this is from Salas, the chairman of the WBO. This is a reply as well, I think. Isn't that what the RE stands for on these things? Mr. Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. Oh, he sent it to him in the USA. Wow. Okay. Dear Mr. Hearn, please be advised that on Monday, 17th, 2021, the WBO was advised that the arbitrator proceeding over Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder rematch clause dispute rendered an award granting Deontay Wilder injunctive relief and ordering Tyson Fury to participate in a rematch with Deontay Wilder on or before September 15th, 2021. Unless both parties agree to further extension, which I doubt. Come on, dude. The award issued by the arbitrator is binding and enforceable between the relevant parties. Okay, so that's what we have there with that. Okay. The obviously negotiations between Usyk and Joyce right here to keep the division active, protection and safeguard. Yeah, and they said that they're ordered to show cause within the next 48 hours upon the order. Yeah, so I mean, like it's pretty put a boxing scene article in there. Where's this one? Not immediately. Yeah, I mean, look, that's what it is, dude. Like I don't quite look, and these are the people involved. I mean, come on, like it is a mess. Let's be real. This is a mess. This whole thing. But I actually want to. Yeah, I think. I'm thinking. I think that what do you call it? Parker, Joshua versus Parker. That's a good gauge. That's when I say good gauge. I think that's probably something you can look at and be like, how's Joshua do with a smaller, quicker boxer? Yeah, one that moves. But Parker's not Usyk. Let's be real. Yeah, Parker hits harder, but and he's a naturally heavier person. But really, you know what I mean? Like, and I thought Joshua's jab defense was okay in that. Um, I see. I can't show footage because you know, I think Sky got to do me dirty on it. Um, but I mean, look, dude. At the end of the day, um, it is what it is. I mean, it's just a whole mess. This thing. So I wonder if Joshua will take the approach of actually like being in the middle of the ring and trying to control Usyk, because it would be interesting if Joshua was to back up instead. He likes to counter with that hook as people come in. I notice I think that's the shot he's going to look for with Usyk. I think he's going to look for the counter, right? Because when you're a southpaw, it's there. That shot is there for you. I mean, again, not many punches to the jab, and Parker, good defense there. He kind of had his glove up to catch it, and he was at that range. I'm wondering, Joshua, he's probably going to target the body, counter like that. I think Usyk's a better counter puncher, though. I think he's a better counter puncher. I think that, to beat Usyk, you got to be active with him. Joshua blocks the right hand there. I feel like down the middle will be Usyk's best bet. Like I said, if you do notice though, like we don't see the Anthony Joshua of like going in for the kill in this fight. And like I said, Usyk to me, he's he can box better than Parker, in my opinion, but see moments like that, right, where Parker gives you the feints and the just the hand movement. I got to go back a bit more. Oh, I got a damn cramp in my foot. Oh man, those are the worst. Yeah, I think Joshua needs to put his guard up as well a bit more in this fight, because if you give Usyk that opening, he will take it. He's got to take it. And he'll try to dissect you. Let me just see this. Yeah, Parker. Yeah, here. So again, just trying to get the movement. So a jab and then a right hand just missed. That's the speed, But see, that's where Usyk needs to be careful. And Chisora did a similar thing in his fight, where he he thought he was out of a holding position, and then that was a good right hand there. And this is where it got heated. This is where Parker literally chased him back to the ropes. But you see, the ref was terrible in that fight, but Parker, he should have gone to the body more there. And see, that was a good uppercut by Parker there. I thought this Parker, like, he had the conditioning. It's just, I do feel like Usyk will make it cagey. And, honestly, dude, I don't think that I don't think that Joshua's gonna. I don't know, man. It's weird because the last two fights Joshua's fought, and really, dude, if even the third one with Ruiz, the first one, sorry, but the third last fight, he wasn't aggressive in that. He was oh, it's a nasty elbow there. Yeah, Parker needs to be more dirty with this fight. I mean, that little check hook on the inside, that's a good shot Joshua throws. He needs to throw that against Usyk to bring that right hand down, because if Usyk leaves that hand down, that hook catches him, he could be in some trouble, man. You know, that's a really intriguing fight. I've always loved that fight. You know, I think that one to me, out of like a lot of the fights at heavyweight, that one I love that fight. You know, um, I go look at a fight with Usyk though, where maybe the Chisora fight. Let me see, Usyk versus Del Boy. Let me see. Nah, that's by Sky. I can't show that. I mean, they're all from freaking Sky. um, Chaz with a spoon. You're not really getting. You know, you're not gonna get a lot from that. Let's be honest. Um, and I think I've been pretty good. The fact that I've been able to you could be kidding me. Um, man, some of the shit people put up, man. I'm not even fucking trying to look for things and shit pops up. I think that the belly fight's not a very accurate one to look at. I don't think it is because that was a different style. Um, I'm just trying to find more. I don't know. I can't find the Chisora one. I mean, you know, what that? No, that's a promo. I don't know. What the stuff of Usyk sparring? Actually, let's bring up Usyk versus Joyce. Let's bring that up. Because that is sort of similar in terms of just, and I hope they don't strike my video or anything, because that's gonna be really annoying, dude. Like, I don't feel like that's a very deserving thing, but I want to bring it up because Joyce got pieced up in this fight, and I know people like to say that Joyce did well, and he did. He didn't stop in this fight, but he really did get bashed up. I mean, and he was gonna fight Usyk, sort of, but I'm unsure about the whole thing of I look, man, give Usyk his damn shot, okay? Give him his shot, okay? He's been waiting long enough, and fighting the Witherspoons and Chisoras. But I'm gonna bring this up of Usyk and Joyce. Okay. I haven't actually watched the whole fight. I've watched highlights or a full round or two. What is it? 4-rounder? This? Well, let's bring this bad boy up. Actually, when was this? What year was this? 2013? Yeah, 2013, 2012, 2013. All right. I saw some funny comments there. I just want to see this fight and see how it played out because yeah, you can see Joyce is much bigger. See, Josh was a bigger man than Joyce, I don't know, dude. I feel like Usyk knows how to fight tall guys. Like, and like I said, dude, in my opinion, I thought the Chisora Usyk fight was a draw. I do. But I take nothing away from Usyk. He knows how to box, dude. Just with me, dude, you got to hit him to the body. Hit him to the body. Hit him to the body. Hit him in the hip, hit him in the arm, hit him in his right arm because really that lead hand is good. He controls the fight well with it. He jabs well with it. He throws a good uppercut off it. Here we go. I wonder how much he weighed here. Joyce is doing the right thing here, just kind of giving movement, but and he's being active. That's what you want to do here. Actually, maybe I did watch this and score it. Regardless, This is the right thing. Again, um, he's trying to go to the head. Okay. Um, just hit him in the breadbasket. You know what I mean? Like, see, this is good jabbing here. Okay. He needs to do that. But like I said, you can't wait on Usyk, you know, and he's quick. So when a shot lands like that, he's kind of able to just ride with it. He landed clean there, though, on that shot. Good bounce there in between. I want to see Usyk's feet. Does he doesn't rhythm step at all? He can't rhythm step. There's no way. I think Joyce is winning this round so far. Good slip there by Usyk. Yeah, see? Hook on his arm, even if you miss. Joyce looks a lot lighter here. Again, that side-to-side movement for me, that's what you want. You know, and I think Joyce is doing well. Like I said, Joyce is experienced. He went to the body there but missed, and then that shows you how agile Usyk is. You know, he's catching a lot of these shots. I mean, he's smiling at Joyce. You know, he's enjoying this. Counter left. Sometimes it's a bit cagey. Like I said, though, you see Joyce, he's moving, right? But you know, he ain't letting his hands go, you know? And I don't think Joshua's going to come forward like this with the movement. Because in my opinion, see, that's a good left, but see, Joyce can with the uppercut. Now, this is where it gets heated up because that left hand dude, he fucking pieced him up there. I mean, look at it, one hit, and he hit. Everyone goes on about big Joyces. I mean, look at the counters here, dipping under, head on a straight line, and that's the thing with Joshua. If he decides to come in like this, okay, he's going to get marked again, right on that chin, dude. Another one there. And he slipped with that one. He kind of, yeah, he threw with him there. This is what is good with Joyce, though. You know, he needs to throw. See, this is what I'm saying, though. Like, to me, Usyk looks calm. And that's important. Okay, but like I said, in these exchanges, he's beaten Joyce with one punch. Whoop. He wobbled him there a bit. Joyce got off balance there a bit. Do you understand, though? Like, you know, that composure Usyk shows is good. You know? I think Joyce was winning it up until Usyk started piecing him up. A rematch is intriguing between these two. I just think the Joshua fight is really, you know, that's the one for me. Yeah, see, he countered with the uppercut there. That's why he threw those two punches after and he went searching for him. But he kept trying to walk in straight head first. You know, he got too excited. And to see the experience of Usyk, it paid off there. Let me just check this chat if there's anything. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, this must be like a 4-rounder or something. Okay, this is round 2 now. No, this is good. I just think, like I said, when you get older, you lose movement. Man, they're freaking brawling here. Joyce got him off balance there. Whoa. Man, it's like a wildfire, man. These guys, two styles, they mesh together so well. You know? You know, the difference here is Usyk's landing quality and Joyce's landing volume. So what looks like a clean shot from there's a good jabs there, by the way. It's not how fast you are. Those are good 2 hooks there by Usyk. Yeah. When Usyk puts it together, he's comfortable there, even on the inside, you know. Usyk's a crazy man. You know, he's in that ring freaking. I think Joyce though is not pacing himself properly in this round. You know, and he just ate a nice counter there. You see Usyk, he's able to be pretty precise. Now he's the one pressing forward. You see how he's able to change it? What happened there? Was it the mouth guard? When Usyk fires up his combinations, though, whoo, he can wreak havoc. That's for sure. But that's what I'm saying. Joyce still does the right thing here. You must throw volume. See, he keeps coming, man. You know, that's why I say Usyk for me at this weight does not have the power. That's good from Joyce. Good body shot there. Good step back. You see, it works better when Usyk slips the punches under the hook. See, that's good defense there. I don't know why he's trying to Arthur Abraham it, you know? But he smothered Joyce there a bit. Small right hook. Joyce has got a real engine on him, but like I said, it's the pacing. You can have a good engine, but if you don't pace yourself properly, ooh, that left was hard down the middle there. See, he got the good angle on that, and now he's slipping the punches more, so you get tired, man. When you start winging air, yeah, see and you can see in small spurts that Usyk's able to dig down there to the body, you know, on that inside, but that was a good left hand there. And then to the body. This is a good fight this time, man. Real good, he does. Left up the middle, another one. Oh man, he really backed Joyce up there, man. For him to take this many punches from Joyce and just not be rattled, you gotta be a strong guy to do that. That's for sure. You know. Man, you lost balance there. Joyce just needs to move his head coming in, man. Like he's encouraging him. You know, imagine if Joshua's hitting him with all he can. Because, like I said, some of these combinations are similar to Joshua. You know, it's just I think Joshua he has more variety in how he attacks. Like I would say that the first could go to Joyce. That one for Usyk. You know, I thought he was smarter in that round. Man, Joyce looks like a young boy there. You know. He looks so young, man. He looks like a real amateur there, Joyce. You know, now he looks like a freaking man, like a man. Yeah, I'm just wondering how Josh was going to deal with the movement. You know, I think if he tries to go in head first, that's better, dude, because he can't sit back and try a box. Joyce taking that back step now. He's trying to throw combinations of the back foot, but you see, it's not as natural for him. See how he's kind of like, oh, you know, what am I doing now? You know, that bounce from Usyk, I like it. I like the movement, you know. It's offsetting Joyce, and you know, I appreciate this. Ooh, good exchange there. Good right hand from Joyce. The relentless Joyce, man. He's got that heart, man. He's got heart, you know. But again, that type of movement, that step around, you know, I think, look, this is easier. And that was a right hook there. You see how Joyce is going to the head, though? You need body, man. Really needs to get it down to the body. He really needs to do that. Counter there. Man, Joyce can put that pressure on, dude. He just never stops. I just want to see him up against someone that has power, you know? Because Joyce, I'm sorry, dude, he gets hit too much. And he's improved his defense, but still, dude, he gets hit way too much. Like, come on, dude. See, Joyce overstepped there, and now he paid the price there. I don't know, man. It's a good fight. I just feel like though Joyce really still regardless of who's winning, Joyce got fucking like pot shotted here, fucking badly. You know, a good slip there. It's just weird seeing Usyk, as a smaller guy as well. Because this is at heavyweight, remember? This is at heavyweight, you know? Man. Usyk's high guard, it's not bad, you know? And remember, this is with, different gloves. And I do feel like Joyce has won this round because I feel that he's shown me more, you know? Man, he gets hit way too much down the middle, though. If that's someone like Ortiz, man, he gets put to sleep, you know? He gets put way back to sleep. No, he did catch him with the hook there. There you go. Let's skip forward a bit on the ropes now. Oh, man. Movement. Come on, down the middle. Body now from Usyk. Yeah, I mean, look, I'll give this a rest now, but yeah, I mean, look, this was really more. The stream was meant to be more about the Wilder and Fury arbitration, but I mean, I can touch on it another time. If anything, I feel like I have kind of touched on it a bit more than I have on my channel, as opposed to other ones. But I'm sure tomorrow there'll be more news as well. I mean, should be interesting to see the next week or two what becomes of this. So yeah. I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. It was a pretty unplanned stream as well. So and it's getting late over here, so yeah. I'm gonna touch on it more. I'm kind of glad I talked about Usyk Joshua. I got that off my chest and expressed how I felt about that fight, as opposed to Wilder Fury. I got to talk about Joshua Usyk a bit more. So, with that being said, I was glad I at least did this stream to say that. So yeah, I think I'll close it now. But again, this week, next week, it should be very interesting. We heard July 24th as a date. We've heard many other things relating to that. So yeah, look, I mean, the whole thing is very delicate at this point. If it wasn't before, it is now. So yeah, and yeah, shout out to the YouTube community as well. And yeah, I think when I wake up again tomorrow morning, I have some news of boxing. That's for sure. Maybe if anything, we'll see more rants from Anthony Joshua. He was definitely not happy about how that played out. But yeah, um, like I said, I don't blame the guy for getting angry, but he'll have a good fight in his hands. That's for sure. So yeah, with that, I'll be out. Peace.